Good evening, and good evening.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
This is a special Swac church announcement, the Alcorn Homecoming Edition.
Homecoming.
The only homecoming that matters in the Swac.
The only one that matters in the Swac and the only one that matters in any of the HBCs and U's.
Yes, the Swac church announcements has been sponsored again by the Swac Freak List. It is homecoming season and you do not want to make the list like you did in college.
Also, the authors of the Freak List have advised me that he will be writing 2 Freak Lists this week. He will be writing a current student enrollee Freak List and an alumni Freak List. He's asking that all those alumni of the Freak List from back in the 99s and the 2000s all the way up to 2006, please send him your current name. If you is married, send your married names. He don't want to put your maiden name out there.
Also, I heard there will be a Freak List edition for the teachers. All back in the 99 and 2000. They say, yeah, everybody will make the list this year.
Yes. He also has advised that if you want a copy of the list, meet him. Well, not him, but a copy of the list will be posted on the Walter Washington Administration Building and the E.E. Simmons Gymnasium.
Also, if you can't get the list, it will be ready during Classic Week.
Yes, he also advised that he will be writing a freak list of those that attend that school on Lynch Street.
That list comes out every week.
Yes, it is revised every week.
Brother, we have some people on the sick and shut-in list.
Yes, I heard we had a few of them, a few rattlers, a few devils.
We have Brother Sanders, Brother Prime Energy Drink. He is on the prayer list. He had some Trojans to work out with.
Yes, I heard he had a few Trojans. I heard they just couldn't stand eating the rice.
Yes. I also heard that the mascot, the Buffalo, is in the transfer portal and he asking for prayer.
Ralphie, I heard he was going pro. I heard Ralphie said he wanted to go pro because he got enough money from his NIL deal with Buffalo Wild Wings. So now he's wanting to go pro and be a pro mascot off in Buffalo, New York.
Oh. We also have P Valley University. They got beaten up by some Tigers.
P Valley. Well, they dancers be a little foxes.
Yeah, the mayor of Chattahoochee said he didn't like it. You know, he got mad. He got mad at Uncle Clifford.
Also, I heard that Uncle Clifford called and he said that he wanted his dancers back. He sent them down to Alcorn when P Valley played Alcorn, cause the regular Black Foxes couldn't outshake the Golden Girls.
Yes, he had to put a poll on the 50. That's why the team didn't act right. They was paying too much attention. Also, I heard the Delta Devils is on the list. I heard they couldn't get past some Jaguars this weekend.
I also heard that too.
But I also heard
that
this.
I heard that Devil's gun was a water gun.
I heard it was a pea shooter, but
Pea shooter, water gun,
nah, the water
airsoft
gun actually
rifle,
worked.
Nerf gun, whatever it wasn't that gun they thought they had.
Mm-mm. Also making the list is the Sting X. They have is asking for prayer. They went against the mothers of the Swac, and they tried their best. They got outstayed by the honeybees.
Yeah, I heard the honeybees gave the mothers a run for their money, but
Yes.
pound for pound, they still in our way, outdoing.
So making the sick and shut-in list is these people on Lynch Street. They are asking for prayer. It's almost homecoming season for them, and they just asking for prayer.
I heard this year that they halftime show ain't gonna be like it was last year. Last year they had a few well-known celebrities from Up to Dates, but this
Uh,
year they going with a gospel theme, and they gonna get the Mighty Clouds of Joy and the Cannon Spirituals to do their halftime show.
Good. I'm tired of that usual spill anyway.
I
But
heard that they said that they needed Jesus because they show ain't got the money.
mm, mm, mm.
Mm-mm.
Oh, also I heard on our sick and shut-in list is campus security. I heard Alcorn campus security is asking for prayer. They say there's a lot of alumni they not ready to see.
Mm. I heard
I'll,
the campus security also asked Cleveland County and Jefferson County and the Mississippi Highway Patrol to come and assist them because they are expecting a whole host of Braves coming in this weekend, and the stretch will be too packed for them to handle on their
I,
own front gate.
I heard they calling Capitol Police for reinforcements.
Oh yes, no, that's Jackson State. Jackson State, they asked Capitol Police could they just come park over there on Lynch Street and Terry Road and over there off of Fortification. They asked Capitol Police would they park over there by the state trooper buildings because they gonna need it. And they also asked the University of Mississippi Medical Center police to assist them with the parkings on the University of Medical Center's parking lot, which is also conjoined by the rental center. I mean,
Mm,
the Veterans Memorial Rental Stadium.
mm,
Well, for $49.99 a game, you can have your game there too.
mm. All right. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
I heard the rental center will be dedicating the ramp. I heard they are calling the Golden Girl ramp. And they will be unveiling it during Classic Week. They
Yes,
said
I
they said
heard
the
you will be
mothers.
painting the rails gold. Also, I heard that the south end zone will be dedicated to the Purple Flashers, TOP,
Yes.
and FOF.
Yes. And dedicated to the SOD.
Yes, and I also heard that the north end zone will be dedicated to the Alcorn State University magnificent cheerleaders because they said they has never seen such beautiful people until Alcorn comes to the Veterans Memorial Stadiums.
I also heard they're gonna name the field after our very own Samuel L. Griffin.
I heard it was gonna be named one. Yes, also heard they were gonna rename the Veterans Memorial Stadium to Fred McNair Samuel Griffin Stadium.
Yes, yes, sir. Also need Swac church announcements. The motherboard would like to have a talk with the Stinger and ask them why they try to go against the mothers of the Swac.
They should have stuck with doing their best and going against the honeybees.
Yes, because the honeybees was doing it better than the Stingers. Also, when the song ends, you stop dancing.
Mm. Also, I heard that the Sandals from Mississippi Valley went against the Fabulous Dancing Dolls. And they said that the Satin Dolls should have been called the Rag Dolls.
So I heard this. I heard Alcorn had to bring a special guest to the game against the Hornets. They had to call Chief Scalper to the game and bless the folding chairs.
Yes, I heard that also. I also heard that this year for homecoming, it will be heart attack season for the Tigers of grumbling, or however you call it, place over there from East Monroe, or as they like to call it, what they call it, Normal.
Down the street from Ruston University?
Yeah, Normal, Ruston, whatever they want to call that little place over there is actually East Monroe, West Ruston. Mole City.
Oh, also I'm hearing this. I heard if you there are posters going around the yard that says, "Please do not buy Willy Wonka's candy bars." I heard it's been laced with laxative. So if you see anybody wearing the Usher shoes from the Willy Wonka chocolate factory, do not.
AKA.
Please do not buy the candy. They say they got a GoFundMe page.
Do they walk around in black uniforms with red hats?
Also, I heard they got yellow.
And do half steps and not high steps.
I heard they got yellow too. They go down their back.
No, I thought it went down their belly.
Either way it goes.
Because you know they never stay for a fifth quarter.
No. Also, I'm hearing this. I heard Willy Wonka will be bringing the Oompa Loompas. They were trying to go against the mothers of the Swac. I heard
I thought they was named the Ocheeses.
No, they are called the Oompa Loompas. I heard they trying to go against them. Yes, they are Oompa Loompas. They bringing the Oompa Loompas. They said since the mothers of the Swag got a renaissance to it like Beyonce, they said they're going to bring it home to Alcorn and they will be going against the Oompa Loompas.
Okay.
I know who I got my money on.
I heard this year the mothers will be beating up on bands on the other dance lines. Like Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion are doing the bongos.
We are doing the bongos?
Yes, they're going to do the bongos. I heard that they're going to come out to the bongo song.
Oh, okay.
And when they finish, they're going to have a margarita or 5.
Give me 1 margarita. We know what happens. Give her 2 margaritas. You might get something. Give her 3 margaritas. You might end up in the Walter Washington building.
Also this year for homecoming, campus police has advised us to announce to all you alumni that the Walter Washington Administration building and the girls' dorm over there by the old cemetery is off limits.
I heard they call it bullshit.
Also, the back road to Rodney will not be open this year.
Alumni will always find a way.
Due to the fact that from last year they found too many Magnum packages, and Dr. Fluker advised that he got tired of cleaning up the road to his house.
Also, I'm hearing this. There will be DNA testing going on at the last year entanglement. So all of y'all that did some entanglement last year, you got some DNA tests to do. You might got a child. And you might want to see if it's yours or not.
Also, campus police will also like to acknowledge that this year they will be enforcing parking tickets. They advise the gas is a little too high for their patrol cars, and they need to make a few dollars to fill the patrol cars up so that they can protect and serve the students nicely. They also acknowledge that Brother Joe Earl will not be working this week, as his uniform is being retired, because the top button on that uniform has popped off, and it's gonna take about 2 weeks for a new one to come in for him.
They will be retiring during halftime. So instead of listening to the Oompa Loompas and Willy Wonka's marching band, we will retire that uniform. Also,
we're asking that the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory and the Oompa Loompas step up with the times.
Yes.
Because it seems to me that those two schools in the worst state of Louisiana has not updated their uniforms since they got them about 10 years before I was born.
That's why they say they got to raise funds. That's why they got a GoFundMe page to get to see those.
I heard the GoFundMe was for their travel fees, because, they couldn't even take a 45-minute bus ride to Jackson one year.
I also heard they trying to get some more tuxedos for a certain classic. We ain't gonna say what classic, are you? Excuse me.
Oh, would that be in the Superdome down there in New Orleans?
Yes, I also heard
they're trying to look nice for NBC.
Yes, they almost got sponsored by them, but they said they wore them yellow uniforms last year or the year before, and NBC took back some money they had promised. But anyway, I also heard at homecoming there will be a barbecue and a fish fry contest.
I heard that also. And I also heard that they will be having a hot dog boil-off. The hot dog boil-off will be up by the Crab Hills. The fish fry contest will be in the parking lot on the southwest corner, and the barbecue contest will be up in front of Rebels Hall.
Also, I'm hearing that
the barbecue contest we have in 3 categories. We have in the chicken, we're having the ribs, and we're also having the beef.
Also, I heard this. They are asking all college side pieces. Don't forget to take your birth control pills. And for the guys, make sure you have plenty of Plan B pills. If not, the infirmary will be handing out rubbers this year.
Also, speaking of that, the infirmary is also asking that when you send your alumni endowments in for the year, make sure that you send enough money to cover next year's
Mm-hmm.
prophylactic drive during this homecoming season of next year, 2024, because they said last year they kind of ran low on funds and they had to go back to them old Durex
Mm.
because they couldn't afford the Magnums this year. Because last year it was a heap of them out there doing a whole lot of entanglings.
Yes, all them entanglings during COVID season.
Mm-hmm.
So all entanglement was on Zoom. So entanglements have took a lot of stuff. I'm hearing this. Make sure that you talk to the bros this year. I heard they are having a table for new contracts this year for entanglements. They said make sure you take your Plan B pill contract. To make sure you take your birth control contract. Don't tell the wife contract. I also heard to shut your mouth contract. Also, when you fill out the contract, there will be a notarizer there.
Also, the Noops has also said that they have a alibi contract for you where
Mm-hmm.
they will give you 1,911 hours of alibis, and the alphas, they said they have a we will hide you contract for
Mm.
the total price of $19.06.
Also, I heard Cheers Side will be hiding you in a certain location where the wife can't find you.
I ain't heard that because as a board member of Chelsea, I hadn't heard that.
I also heard that DeFi will be supplying all the refreshments.
As a founder of Delta of DeFi, I will acknowledge that yes, we will be providing all the refreshments at a meager cost of you bring your own bottle.
BYOB. Also,
Also, also, we're acknowledging that we will be having a in-person / virtual TDF reunion.
yes.
If you are on the yard and you are a member of TDF, which is not very many of them, we're asking that you do stop by and say hi. We'll be on the stretch somewhere selling t-shirts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Please make sure you have your debit card ready.
Also, I'm hearing that they will be giving tour for all the alumni to see where you used to do the nasty at when you was in college. I heard the women's tower, formerly known as the new dormitories, will be visited more often.
Also, I heard that for the alumni who hadn't seen the newest dormitories, you will only be allowed into the lobby of each building because they don't want you influencing these newer students and telling them about back when you was on the yard when you used to go up to over yonder to the new women's, aka Alice Town and Mabel Thomas, or over there to Burris and Robinson and all in the women's tower when you would be on the women's tower when you was on the 6th floor. Campus
Mm-hmm.
police got behind you and your other 5 cohorts had to jump from the 2nd floor into the back of a green Ford Ranger. I'm not gonna call a few names,
But you know who you are.
but you know who you are. Robert Lawrence Tingle.
Also, I heard the tour will start from the men's tower. I heard they started from the men's tower and they gonna
Yes,
start and
I
gonna
heard.
hit. I heard gonna go back to the chicken coop.
Yes, I also heard that for a special price of $99.99, you can get a tour of the press box and show. But they're also asking you to show how you snuck into the press box way back when.
I also heard there will
Because
be
back
a black
police
light
still
party.
hadn't figured that out.
I heard to bring a black light, they will be having a black light party in the press box.
I don't think they want to do that. The thing just gonna light up.
Yeah,
I have a question. Do dried up semen last longer than 21 years?
Mm. I also heard that a few children that was born on the yard will be stepping on the yard for the first time, and they will see where mom and dad met and where they conceived their child.
Yes, I also heard that it's a few youngins under the age of 25 got a few names from the yard like Albert and Hiram, and they're gonna see why they got the name Albert and Hiram.
I also heard they going to the bottom too.
The bottom?
Yes, the bottom. Now, I ain't talking about the bottom and down in the valley where the girls get naked.
Mm-mm. Also, I just want to say that a lot of them who were conceived over there in the trailers, quite a few of them been conceived over there in the trailers.
I heard Brother Pat will be accepting fees on if you want to return to the trailers for one night and one night only.
Also, I heard Brother Pat will be giving four-wheeler tours
Mm-hmm.
of how to get on campus free.
Yes. I heard they blocked the back gate, but you know.
For a mere fee of $5 a ride, he will get you in. It's up to you to get out.
Yes. Also, I'm hearing this. The pastor is telling you if you see a cup in his hand at homecoming, he said to leave his cup alone. That is his water. He had to preach to the football team and he said, leave his water alone.
Come along, my friends.
He also saying, if you see the first lady, you didn't see him. He just want to let you know. He said he is somewhere preaching to a youngster that don't know her ways.
Brother Charles, you know the choir got their A and B selection that they wants to sing before we go.
Hold on. Oh, I just got some more announcements. Hold on. I heard Sister Jada Pickin, Brother Robert Kelly, Brother Bill Cosby, and Brother Usher Raymond will be having a meeting, a Zoom meeting, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. They will be having a round table discussion. And
I also heard that Brother Keith Sweat is gonna be the guest. Gonna be on that round table discussion too. Him and Brother Kelly have a few things they want to say because one of them said age ain't nothing but a number, and the other said you may be young, but you're ready.
I also heard Brother Plies might be there. He is telling folks to please excuse his hands.
Excuse his hands.
Yes.
What is Haynes be doing? Why you gotta excuse his hands?
Hands like to go in different areas. And not in different area codes.
Also, Brother Ludacris want to acknowledge that this year for homecoming, just because your homecoming fling stay in a different area code than you don't mean that you got pros in different area codes.
I also
The
heard
last
there.
time he checked, Jackson, Mississippi had 2.
I also heard there will be a certain pea popping contest, and I also heard that Brother Nelly will be having a tip drill contest. But they said it will happen during Classic Week. A pea popping contest and a tip drill contest. Said
I
that
heard
will.
that the tip drill contest gonna happen homecoming week
I
on
also
that
heard.
Thursday before the game. Will be held at the most famous of all places for Alcorn, where
What, Amalot?
the fried chicken is good all through the week, and it's on Thursday night. It's the best place you can be
The
down at
country
the
store.
old country store in
Yeah.
at 192 Highway 61 South, Lorman, Mississippi 39096.
Yes, brother, is there any more announcements that need to be read?
Yes. Also, the Capitals want to acknowledge that their clubs will be open. The Diamond Lounge is reopened.
I hope you got your money ready.
Mm-hmm. The Sigmas want to acknowledge they'll be at the Trace, and the Qs will be right there at the After Dog or whatever Pat want to call it this year.
The purple building.
Yeah, the Purple Building. We're just gonna call it the Purple Building. It's been purple forever, but it's just not a purple building.
I also heard that the brothers of a certain organization will be on campus. And they said to get ready for a left and a right.
I have a question. Do they look like the UPS men when they come out?
No, they say, I don't know what you've been told, but a certain organization don't wear no clothes.
I don't know who that might be.
I don't know who that might be, but I heard they used to be wild back on that campus of Alcorn State University. I don't know who them brothers could be. I heard they had certain sisters, and I heard a certain fraternity made a stroll just for the sisters. I ain't gonna say what fraternity that was.
Mm.
And I heard certain sisters of that fraternity was with them bros.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean. They said they had a switch party.
Mm.
But anyway, I heard we had an A and B selection.
Yes. The first of the A selection gonna go a little like this. Give me that old brave spirit. Give me that old, sing along if you know it, brave spirit.
Give
me that
old brave
spirit. It's good enough for me.
Now you know
that B selection goes a little because I can't get enough of it.
Can't get enough of it?
No, I can't get enough of it. I'm gonna this my intro to it. Can't get enough of it. Cause I can't get enough.
I tried. Oh, that funky
stuff.
I said funky.
Yes.
Yes, you can't get enough of it.
No.
If you never had the feel of that funky stuff, you might want to try it. It is real good. For y'all Jacksonians, you need to try it.
Yes. Because y'all be so glad y'all went to JSU, but y'all show been entering the transfer portal since Dr. Prime left.
Yeah, Prime Energy
With
drink
all
and
this
Travis
prime
left.
energy drink, all 21 flavors, and
Hmm.
his shades with him.
Yes, took all of them. Took all his children.
His children, yeah, all four of his children that was in school there.
Hmm. And we are including the Wilson
Shiloh,
and the
Shiloh
Boombox.
Shadir, Shiloh Shadir. What's the girl's name?
I don't know and don't care.
I don't know. I actually kind of would have cared to know her name if I was a couple years younger. No, I ain't
I
no
just
rock.
heard she didn't even make the basketball team. I heard she didn't even start.
And she ain't had to start. It wasn't. She looked more like her mama than her daddy, so she was alright to me.
Mm. She wasn't missing her toe either.
No, she had all her toes
Yes.
and a little more
But
of a
I,
figure too. A little more of her mama's figure too.
but I also heard a certain Mr.
He
Swac
also his
might be in the
illegitimate
building.
son trained with him, and his little Mexican son, the kicker.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Don't forget, the Swac Church announcement has been sponsored by the Swac Freak List. They just want to remind you it is homecoming. And please don't wind up on the list like you did in college. And don't forget, if you do see your name on the list, make sure it is under your other name and not the maiden name. Also, if you need a copy of the list, it will be on the Walter Washington building and the David L. Whitney complex. But if
He
you don't
also
get your
he
copy,
also advised it will be on the E. Simmons
mhm,
Gymnasium
yes.
and
Also at the Renner
the
Center.
student union. They're over there on
Also,
the sub. He said on the sub he'll have a stack of them right
mhm.
there next to the pool hall.
Oh, I also heard there will be a alumni Swag Freak List party. They said all people that wind up on the free list, we are having an alumni party, so y'all can just meet up and share
Yes,
stories once
that
again.
the location of that party will be over on the old airstrip. You know where you used to have your other parties at.
I heard Capitol Hill though,
That's the same spot. It'll be over there. It might be over there by the chicken coops. It
Crab
just
Hill.
all depends on how much traffic campus police has got going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They say the party is subject to be moved.
Yes.
Also, brother Pat from Pat and Stone advised that he will be renting out rooms in the trailers just for homecoming. He said he'll be renting those rooms out for $49.95 an hour.
Mm. Gotta make that money. But
Mm-hmm.
we just want to remind you it is
Included in that package will be a photograph of you and your entanglement. And he said, if you want the video for you and your entanglement for that day, it'll be an extra $99.
99.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, don't forget if you see the Willy Wonka chocolate marching band and the Oompa Loompas, please do not buy their chocolate. They have been laced so they can get new uniforms for the Bayou. Stay away from Willy Wonka and his chocolate marching band.
I also heard that the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Band will feature a special guest referee all the way from Monroe, Louisiana. Phil and the rest of the Duck Dynasty crew, they say they got to figure out how to make some money, so they're gonna be endorsed, be sponsored by the whole Duck Dynasty crew.
Also, we are hearing that nobody do not want to see y'all same routine y'all been doing for 30 years. We asking for a new routine.
Well, you know they don't know how to do now.
Oh, I also heard this. I heard this. It just came in. They say don't forget that everybody is getting new uniforms in the swag, and so they are asking to please donate to Southern. Put the S back on their chest.
I think they started a GoFundMe, and they are accepting GoFundMe, Cash App, Venmo, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Food
PayPal.
Stamps, and TANF.
They said please donate so we can put the S back on our chest because it's a lot of S's and a lot of imitation people that are putting the certain letters across their chest.
Yes, I heard that is. This time they're not asking for a navy blue S. They say the navy blue faded, and that's the reason they got to get new S's. They say, darn, they can stand with the same color uniform, just not the same color S. They're asking for a white S or a gold S this year.
Oh, I just got this. I heard that at the Renner Center for next week homecoming, there will be a slip and slide for a certain set.
Mm.
I heard all donations. All donations will be going to the uniform fund for a classic week.
This just in. So it's been posted that in 2025, the University of Colorado will be hosting Prime Juniors. Jackson State. I was gonna call it Prime Junior College because they go there for 2 years, then they transfer to wherever Prime at. Yes. They'll be hosting them in Boulder. And the theme of that that thing is reunited with our Savior again. And they wasn't talking about Jesus.
I heard the song will be playing by selection of Give Me My Theme Music.
Yes. And I also heard that Jackson State's Dr. Little has also signed a contract with Prime Entertainment, and that he will be, after this year, be transferring to Boulder to assist the Colorado March and Buffalo Band in arranging their music. Coach Prime acknowledged that he getting tired of them trying to imitate the HBCU, so he gonna give him an HBCU director, and hopefully they can play the music right.
I also heard that they are asking for the mothers of the Swac to train their new dancers.
Yeah, but I don't think they got enough money. I think Dr. Keisha and Sister Zenobia's.
Yeah, Sister Rogers.
Yeah, Sister Rogers, Dr. Keisha Ashlis, and Sister Zenobia's. Yes, even though Sister Zenobia's ain't there no more, I don't think they got enough money to get either one of them to send the mothers all the way over there. But I did hear that Sister Diana's from DD4L was in Boulder this past week for their homecoming. Brother Prime paid to see some real HBCU style dancers, and he really paid big for Sister Diana's.
Yes.
So he said he also was attempting to get Sister Diana to come to the University of Colorado's, and train the University of Colorado marching band's version of, as they call them, the Golden Girls. But their motto is "Thank you for being a friend."
Yes, I heard. So don't forget our announcement. Don't forget the second shut-in. P Valley University, Jazz State 2.0, the Delta Devils, Willie Wonka and the Chocolate Monster Band, the Stingettes. Don't forget the Sign Your Contracts. by Friday night. Cause they say by Saturday we'll be on and popping.
Yes, yes, yes.
So don't forget these 4 words that we always recommend to everybody. If
Who?
you don't want the smoke.